Fuck sticky things.
Does ketchup with jelly or is condiment? Gay-phobic?
Nothing Pacific, a non-specific podcast. West Virginia, home of the hottest homeless homeless. Test, 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 testicles.
Dude, that's how I felt all fucking day.
Testicles.
That's how I felt all day. Fucking test me. Sorry.
So, welcome back to another episode. Nothing Pacific, a non-specific podcast. We took off last week because Marty said, "Yeah, I can cook with gas. It's really easy. You just pour the whole thing in there."
Yeah, I burnt my fucking eyebrows off.
I wish you did.
That would have been pretty cool, I ain't gonna lie.
No, but so what did you do this weekend?
This weekend, hung out with my bongos.
You hung out with
my balls out. I wish it was my bong. My bong doesn't like me anymore.
You can totally get away with smoking weed. Nobody's really gonna care.
I had a great fucking weekend. You know why I had a great fucking weekend? Because I wasn't at fucking work. Today I just want to express my feelings about horrible bosses. They can go fuck themselves. Every one of them.
If your boss was like Jennifer Aniston in Horrible Bosses,
I'd have beat the shit out of her. Sorry.
I would let her do it.
I would let her do it. Yeah, I'd be able to tolerate it.
It's like, why'd you drug me? We could have just did it sober.
Yeah. I don't know. I just had a shitty fucking day at work. This whole day could go fuck itself.
I mean, at least somebody didn't forget about you, make you wait an hour, waiting for you.
My bad, dude. That's how fucked up my day was. I forgot Ibrahim at a fucking location for 2 hours.
Like, I just sat there watching, like, TikToks all day. It's like, where the fuck is he? And then, like, an hour goes by. I was like, I'm just going to go. I got an hour left to work.
I was like, dude, I'll meet you there in about 10 minutes.
You didn't even say 10 minutes. It's like, oh, okay, I'll call Mike and I'll meet you there. Mike didn't even show up.
Fuck, I forgot to call Mike too.
Jesus Christ.
I forgot every goddamn thing today.
We'll let him know in the morning to move that fucking roll off. So
yeah. Like I said earlier,
I can actually do something.
This day can go fuck itself.
I had a good day. I got to go through a bunch of podcasts. I was like, yeah.
Go through a bunch of podcasts while you waited.
That's a good day, man. When I can burn like 8 podcasts in a day.
Yeah.
Because like the ones I have saved up on Spotify is like up to 70 now.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of.
A lot of ones I really want to listen to. I just haven't gotten to.
Yeah, I haven't really heard any podcasts lately. Yeah.
Do you really listen to them?
Yeah, I listen to them. Taste Buds is pretty fucking funny.
Paul Vaziri was on it this week.
Yeah.
They're not debating anything, but it's still pretty interesting talking about people bombing and shit.
Yeah.
Talking about bombing, so there was supposed to be. I thought it was Friday. Turns out it was Saturday. So that was a fun drive. Wasted. I went to the VFW. It was supposed to be Ricardo Cate, Corey Herrera, Mark Lyes, and Josh Wells. Anyways, so it was at the VFW in Santa Fe on Montezuma. And Mark went up. People weren't totally getting his jokes, which kind of sucks because he's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then his mic cut out halfway through. And I sat there and was like, what? Because he takes long pauses between things. That's part of his act. And like I looked up, I was like, he's been quiet for a fucking minute. What's going on? And it was like, he's sitting there like doing his act without fucking microphone. And then like another comedian who's there to watch, Esther Coker, who's really funny. She like ran up to me. He's like, "Where's Corey? Where's Ricardo?" He's like, "They're back there." Like they made a green room out of the kitchen, I guess. So she runs back there in like 5-10 minutes before Mark finished his set. Ricardo's son runs up. I guess he ran to the store, ran back, bought batteries to replace for the mic and everything. Like he's real quick about it.
And he still did his set not knowing that nobody could hear him?
No. He knew. Oh. The audience knew.
Oh. I just picture him yelling, "Hey!" fucking from
He should have. He should have sat there and just did it loudly once his mic went out. Yeah. But that's one of those things that'll fuck you up real quick. Like little things that'll throw your whole fucking...
Yeah.
I've said fuck like 6 times.
Fucking fuck.
That was the other thing.
Fucking day.
So I didn't know VFWs, you're supposed to have a membership.
Yeah.
Because I would go to the one in Georgia like once every now and then. And it was like, hey, are you a member? It's like, I've got a VA card or a military ID. Like, I deploy. That counts, right? Turns out you're supposed to have a membership, which I didn't know about.
Yeah.
And I learned that on Friday when I showed up to a show that wasn't happening till the next day. Like, I went there. It's like, oh, yeah, you got to. Like, I was just looking around trying to figure out what's going on. It was like a birthday party. It's like, you got to sign in. I was like, okay, cool. Signed in. Waited around. I was like, okay, nobody's here yet. That's really weird.
Yeah.
And then I played pinball for like 30 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
The VFW in Los Alamos has slot machines in it.
That's weird.
I know.
That's really weird.
I bought a membership to that one, like 2011.
How did you get a membership?
My dad's a veteran. So all you got to do
That's
is...
how that works?
Yeah. All you got to do is just be you're either a sibling or a husband, wife, veteran.
That kind of explains the lady. Well, not totally, but there was a lady there, and she was a fucking bitch the whole time. She was loud. Like, she was playing her show. Like, the bartender was like, hey, shut the fuck up. They got a comedy show going.
Yeah.
And eventually she got pulled out. It was like they kicked her out.
Oh, shit.
And,
rowdy ones.
And there was like an intermission, so we all went outside to smoke. And these are like old 40, 50-year-old ladies fighting with their... It's like, hey, you bitch, shut the fuck up. And like, she went to get an Uber ride. Her Uber gets there. She goes to get it. It's like, help, call the police. She's trying to kill me. And the fucking Uber driver's like, fuck this shit. And drove off. He just left her there. And we were out there for a minute. My buddy Josh started getting angry about her. It's like, hey, just shut up, you big dummy. They're trying to help you.
Idiot.
It's funny because Josh doesn't really cuss a whole lot, but he's got that real gosh golly kind of attitude.
Gosh golly.
He does on stage mostly, but
that's fucking
it's
funny.
pretty awesome. But yeah, so anyways, Josh didn't do well because his jokes are really dark, and that's probably not the crowd for that. Like, one of the two of his jokes actually worked really well, but again, it was like 80-year-olds there, so it's kind of sad. So he like, after we all cleaned up and everything, he like just took off and was like, what are you doing, man? But I guess Ricardo Cote is friends with Wes Studi.
Who's Wes Studi?
The Last of the Mohicans.
Oh shit, that's cool.
It's like the only thing people remember that he did. He did other things.
He did other things. No, he didn't.
But he was in the last
of the Mohicans is all he did.
He was in the last season of Reservation Dogs too.
Oh shit.
But yeah, so Wes Studi was there, so people were like saying hi, taking pictures with him and everything.
Huh.
And then the next day was my mom's birthday, right?
Yeah.
So we go to Santa Fe. I thought my mom and dad were going to go eat some fancy dinner, which they didn't do, which was really weird. But we ended up going to India House.
Ah, place is pretty good.
I know I've been in that building before, but I don't think I was there at India House. It might have been something different at the time.
Possibly.
But India House has been there for like 20, 30 years.
Something like that, yeah.
But here's
probably when you're a kid.
No,
Really young.
I don't know. I think I was there in like middle school. That's what's weird about it. Anyways, so you walk into the front door, right? On the side wall, there's pictures of all these famous people. There's like Bill Clinton, Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
People that probably haven't been to Epstein's Island. And so I'm getting like not really seconds, but like just some naan and a chicken samosa and some watermelon. And I turn around and fucking Gary Farmer's there. Like Victor's dad from Smoke Signals.
Yeah.
He's the medicine man in Reservation Dogs. He's in Resident Alien on Sci-Fi Channel. So he's not Wes Studi, but he's in better stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to put that, but
you fucking say hi to him?
No,
because he left him.
It was funny because it looked like, because I only saw his back turn. And it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it was I sit there and I lean. It's like, oh shit, that's Gary Farmer. I guess he came in, snuck in, grabbed his food, paid for it, and bounced.
Oh shit.
So I grabbed my food, sat down, and was like, hey, look, it's Gary Farmer. My mom was like, oh, that's cool. You should have asked him for something. No, I was like, he's clearly sneaking in and out of here. He doesn't want to be bothered.
He definitely doesn't want to be bothered.
But it's kind of cool, though, because you walk into an Indian restaurant with all these pictures of famous people, and you don't expect to see a famous Indian.
In an Indian house. India house.
Okay, that doesn't work for you. Okay.
Shit
on my joke. Fuck
Indian
you.
in an India house.
I know. Well, you don't go to an Indian restaurant with famous people on the wall and see a famous Indian.
Everybody else is gonna laugh. but I just
Maybe. You fucking...
whatever.
You should fucking stepped on my joke so hard.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kick you in the balls like that.
You're a bastard.
All I said was Indian in an India house.
I know. Well, a famous Indian in an Indian restaurant.
Do you think the guy in Wales is gonna fucking know what we're talking about?
We didn't have one from Wales that listens.
Well, whoever. Where the fuck
Anybody that speaks clear English, because Wales, they speak Welsh, you jackass.
Well, they're fucking still there.
Speaking Welsh. But no, never mind. Forget it. Let's move on.
So people in Wales can't have interpreters?
Nuance. Nuance.
Where's our main listeners come from?
Santa Fe and Albuquerque.
God damn it.
But there's also, I think, like 3 listeners that have, I would assume 3 listeners that have downloaded every episode in Ashburn, Virginia. Now,
Nice.
I don't know anything about it except for where is it at? They used to be called another fucking city. Where the fuck is it? Here's history.
Oh.
They were originally called Farmwell, or Old Farmwell and Farmwell Station.
Farmwell?
Farmwell.
Huh.
Oh, they got notable people on their wiki.
I'm going to put this in here because a lot of people are looking through that window.
Jonathan Allen, Washington's Commanders defensive end. Okay. J.B. Bukakis, Major League Baseball player.
Bukaki.
Ashley Caldwell, freestyle skier, member of the U.S. team for the 2010 Olympics. Tony Clark, MLB player. Nate Davis, Titans offensive lineman. Gina Haspel, CIA director. That's cool. Carl C. Johnson, Air Force, U.S. Army officer. Oh, and the last Tuskegee Airman cadet pilot graduate. That's actually pretty cool. I don't give a shit about any of these other people. Wilson Pickett. Wilson Pickett. Okay. Well, that's all we know about Asheville. If you know anything about Asheville, please let us know. Because
we don't know jack shit about that.
Yeah, clearly. I can look at we can look at the wiki, but that doesn't really say anything.
Yeah.
You have colleges and universities, primary and secondary schools. Okay. Media covering Ashburn include Leesburg Today and the London Times Bear. I'm sure you guys have more than that, and update your Wikipedia page.
Yeah. Somebody from there should reach out to Wikipedia and just throw a little.
You can edit it yourself.
I know, that's why Wikipedia is not a credible source.
Well, they've actually changed that over the last few years. It's a semi-credible source, but you don't take the source as Wikipedia. You take the sources from Wikipedia. So anything you find on Wikipedia, you go down to the sources page and you use that. So while Wikipedia itself as a whole, no.
But I don't know why anybody would use Wikipedia as a source anyways.
You use it like an encyclopedia.
Yeah, but
you go through and then you use the
that
bibliography to find
it's like
the source from that.
It's like WebMD. You have to be a doctor in order to edit shit on there.
Well, no. WebMD
Wikipedia
is more like troubleshooting your body. So if you don't know what you're talking about, you can get it completely wrong.
If you go on WebMD, just fucking face it, you have cancer. That's what it's gonna fucking tell you, anyways. I WebMD'd skin irritation on my arm one time, and it's like. It said either you're allergic to something or it's skin cancer. Consult a doctor.
I think you should feel bad for using WebMD like that.
I don't know what the redness on my skin was. I put all the stuff like male, fucking age.
It's not
all
really
this stuff.
WebMD is more of
and it still told me to consult a doctor.
Well, yeah, it's always going to tell you consult a doctor either way.
What does the doctor know? He only went to school for 10 years after he got out of school.
8.
Huh?
8.
8?
They went to school for 8 years.
Some doctors, my doctor probably went for 10. Just IHS.
I don't know, man. Some of those guys are good doctors. They just...
Well, my doctor's good. He
passed with a D, sure, and then he's like, hey, you can go to IHS. That's good enough for them.
For $270,000 a year, fucking minimum. As a physician.
I wish I made $270,000 a year.
That's what I'm saying.
That's $250,000 a year. I knew a radiologist in Savannah. He bought this huge fucking $2 million home, and he was a radiologist.
Yeah.
Granted, radiologist, you could also moonlight at other hospitals. Whatever.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go back to the medical field.
He had 4 fucking air furnaces. Not like... Well, he had the heat pump, too, but it was a full furnace, too.
Yeah.
Big-ass house. It was cool.
I think we talked about this on our first episode.
I don't know.
Because I told you a story about my father-in-law.
Nope.
With that big ass generator underground, Power Santa Fe.
And then I told you about different generators.
Oh.
I've seen a bunch of people with generators. That shit.
Remember how you said I'm not going to be precise about this location, but here's the precise location?
No, I don't remember.
Governor's Mansion? Across from it?
Nope.
Still doesn't ring a bell?
Nope. I'm just gonna say no because I'm not gonna try to think about it.
Go back and listen to our first or second one.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
I gotta edit these. I gotta sit through like a whole another hour of listening to what we said.
You haven't edited our last 4 episodes. You just said fuck this, send it.
No, it was the last 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, I was off by 2.
But I had
That's
other
a 50%
things to do.
accuracy.
I had places to go. You know, also has 50% accuracy.
What?
I don't know. I was hoping you would know.
I don't know. 50% accuracy.
Not heads and tails.
No.
Heads or tails. Apparently that's like a 51%.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but...
It goes down to... What is it called?
Statistics?
Statistics, yeah.
I don't
Statistically...
give a shit about statistics.
Statistically, it's supposed to go 2 in a row back to
You know what statistics also say? Statistics are racist. And I can't say statistics.
Statistics. Fuck statistics.
Fuck statistics.
You don't even know statistics. What the fuck? I don't know what just happened.
It's hot as shit in here.
It is. I'm fucking melting.
Like normally we're like freezing ass, but you left the heater on for
Can
a
you
week.
imagine my goddamn light bill next month? I hope this next class enjoys fucking cold because that bitch isn't coming back on.
They should switch to gas.
I got my gas bill yesterday.
Gas bill's high here, huh?
$179
For a month?
for a month.
I don't know if that's...
I don't know.
Do you have a gas stove?
No, I have a furnace.
Okay, that's not the point. I know you have a furnace.
I have a gas stove too.
Okay. What's your gas bill in the summertime?
Like $38.
That's just for running your water heater and your gas stove.
That's it.
Switch to an electric water heater. Doesn't get as hot as fast. So your water... You probably don't even pay a water bill.
I'm just going to go fucking solar and electric company.
I saw a video on TikTok where they made solar panel out of fucking CDs.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how like reliable that is, but...
And then I see all these fucking ads for solar panels, and if you live in New Mexico, you may fuck those guys. Those guys don't give you shit.
There is tax write-offs in New Mexico for it because the whole Southwest is that way because we get more sun than the rest of the country because we have less cows.
$31,000 to install them in your house. That's not even being sufficient with batteries and everything. That's just to put panels on. Efficient. Sorry.
Well, that's the thing. Like if you went with solar panels and like the Tesla power bank, not that brand necessarily, but yeah, it's going to be expensive. You're basically buying a car, right?
Yeah.
But 10 years, if you maintain your shit properly, because everybody's, nothing lasts that long. It's because you don't know how to fucking operate your shit. Right. Why'd my toaster break after 5 years? Because you never cleaned it out, you dumb bitch.
I've had my toaster for about 11 years already.
You clean it out?
Yeah.
There you go.
Maintaining it.
Well, it's like,
the wife's like, what are you doing one day? Because I popped that little latch on the bottom. I said, I'm cleaning the toaster. She says, are you fucking crazy? I said, no, I just like this toaster.
Well, it's like, you have a washing machine, right?
Yeah.
Not a washing machine, dishwasher.
Yeah.
You know there's a filter on it, right?
Yeah. I learned that the hard way.
Okay. Your washing machine has a filter on it too. Your dryer, well, most people know about the filter in the dryer.
Yeah.
Most people. A lot of people don't know there's a dryer on your furnace and air conditioner.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't learn that right away until I was after high school. I went to this house. It was they'd rent it out to like SCAD students in Savannah. So it's all college kids that were nasty as fuck for different reasons.
Nasty college kids? No.
Yeah. So like one of their downstairs air conditioner went out and they would continue to run it. So usually you would just get like some flooding, but it burned out the compressor on their condenser. No, it was a package unit. So it burned out the compressor on their package unit. So they got that replaced. I was like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Then the same thing happened on the air conditioner upstairs. Why is this happening? We go downstairs, look at the filters. Like, this is why, you nasty fucks. You're supposed to change this out once a month. And it's like 3 inches of hair and nastiness on it. Jesus. It's like, isn't the landlord supposed to do this? It's like, fuck no, dude. That's your problem. You gotta change that shit. And most people don't know that. There's people I've gone to their houses and they don't even have a filter in and it's just clogging their shit up.
Yeah.
Or they have their filter at the unit and they don't know where it's at and how to get to it, or I don't know. I've talked about this lady that's like, what do you mean the evaporator only lasts 10 years? It's like, yeah, that's the lifespan. And that's like pushing it, especially in Georgia where it's salty as fuck.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. There's basic things people don't understand you have to do. Like, why did my car break down? My grandma's car lasted forever because they maintained it. You have to take care of it. You got to know how to take care of it.
Yeah. Oil changes. Fucking update brake pads.
Well, most people know oil changes. Some people know that when there's squeaking in your brakes, there's something wrong. After that, it gets hairy.
On February 14th at 6 p.m., I am holding a class on shoot or don't shoot, which pertains to concealed carry.
What do you mean shoot or don't shoot?
So it's going to put a bunch of scenarios out there where if you would shoot, then we go over the aftermath of what happened, all that good stuff. So it's going to...
Now, I know sometimes when you look up online, you see altercations with people. There's always like one person with a gun.
Yeah.
But a lot of those videos, you know, when
It's
like somebody who actually has some form of training,
Yeah.
like they'll do everything before grabbing their gun.
Well, that's what I teach my students, first of all, in class, is that going forward, carrying a concealed firearm,
Mm-hmm.
every confrontation is an armed confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't know you're carrying a firearm.
Right.
So we go over conflict avoidance, situation awareness, how to avoid getting yourself into a heap of trouble.
Right. Like my dad, very first day I was back in town, somebody cut him off in the parking lot. He'd lost his shit.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, it's good you don't have a gun because you're probably the person that's going to pull one out way too soon.
Dude, I have numerous scenarios. Like when
I could be wrong.
When we go over in class, one scenario that I throw out is I had a cousin. I was pulling onto the main highway from where I live.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw his truck and I was like, "Hey, that's my cousin." I said, "I wonder what he's up to." And as I'm thinking that in my head, I'm the only one in my truck. A fucking coffee explodes off the side of his truck, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" Spidey senses just started tingling. Something's going down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there thinking, like, this person just hit my cousin's truck with a coffee, and so I'm armed. I have my gun on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, what if this other driver pulls their firearm and does something?
Mm-hmm.
I may have to take action. But then I know my cousin, and I know his past, and I know he's not really legit. And so I was.
What do you mean?
He's done some shady shit in the past.
Okay.
And so I'm like, I don't know. Would I pull my gun to defend him or let him deal with the consequences of if he may have had action?
No.
Well, anyways, his wife gets out hanging out the passenger side of the truck, yelling at the other truck. They're fucking going back and forth and this and that. Thank God nobody had a gun that day. But the scary thing is that the truck drove off when the light turned green. My cousin made the turn.
Mm-hmm.
He sees me as he makes the turn. I wave at him and stuff, whatever. He calls me and he's like, "Hey," he's like, "Did you see that thing at the street light?" I said, or at the stoplights. I said, "Yeah." I said, "What the hell was that all about? They hit your truck with a cup of coffee." He's like, "Oh, they're just getting us back because about a mile down the road we hit their truck with a coffee." And I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, dude, this is fucking crazy because I'm seeing an episode of Road Rage here. Like, they're fucking throwing coffees at each other. I didn't know that my cousin had hit the other truck with a coffee.
Right.
So the other truck just responded back, which is not good. It's just fucking mind your business. Just let it go.
But it's enough tit for tat to go, I don't really need to be concerned.
Yeah. So me sitting there thinking, like, there's got to be some backstory to this. Mm-hmm. And that's when he called me and he told me the backstory. And I was like, what the fuck? I said, because if that other truck pulled out a gun, I would more than likely have to defend. I defend life. I don't defend property or anything like that. But thank God they didn't do it. That scenario runs through my head, carrying a concealed firearm, is that I use the Shark Tank analogy a lot. You ever heard the Shark Tank analogy?
I'll give you 10% for your item.
No. That's too low. No deal. No, it's basically
Fuck you, Mark Cuban, you rich bastard.
It's
being the only nice billionaire around.
It's basically you're standing on top of this big ass tank. There's a shark, and you know if you go in the water, it's going to attack you. No matter what the fuck you do, it's going to attack you. Okay? So you're standing at the top of this. If you drop your keys to your car, are you going to go into that shark tank? Probably not. That's what you have insurance for. Now, if a kid fell in, you're a kid fell in. Would you go in after it? You fucking better believe I'm going in after it.
What
you
if
know
you're
I mean?
somebody who dives with sharks all the time? Like,
Are these sharks aggressive?
I know I just have to push them away with one hand on the nose.
No, this is
like you don't have to punch a shark. You just push them away, and you have to like level up on them, like square up on them.
Just think of
and
this.
The sharks will leave you alone.
Just think of the shark as like a bionic shark that's programmed to kill you.
With freaking laser beams on their head?
Either way, rockets shooting out of the water like fucking. Yeah, it's gonna kill you, basically. But the thing is, would you go in for certain things? Like, when my cousin fell in there, I don't know if I'd go in that Shark Tank for him because he's kind of an asshole already. But I mean, it sounds fucked up to say, but in reality, you're carrying a firearm. You have to know when to stick your nose into things and when not to. Like, it's like you explained with your dad. If your dad had a gun that day, let's say your dad got out of that car, went to that person, and the person already shoved your dad or whatever. Your dad shoves him back. At that point, he's no longer an innocent party because he's contributed to what's going on.
Right, but at that point, you don't want to start brandishing a weapon.
Yeah, but I'm saying if your dad had a firearm on it, and the other guy got so hot-headed, he pulled his gun, your dad pulled a gun, and shot him. You got to think of the terms of what you just shot this guy over. Shot him over a parking spot.
It was in a parking spot, but I get what you're saying.
Well, the analogy, like it's a parking spot. You know what I mean? When it all bears down to it in court, they go through the whole thing, and it sucks because what I teach my students too is that they have 9 to 15 seconds, not even 9 to 15 seconds. It's 6 to 10 seconds to make a decision. District attorney has 6 months to build their case. That's what comes along with it.
Right.
But I mean, I like I said, I teach my students that I'd rather carry my firearm for 50 years and not ever have to pull it than to get myself in a situation where I may have to pull it.
And guess what? That's a fucking ad.
Yeah, I know.
No, there you go. That's what you want in an ad.
Yeah, I know, but I just can't.
And now we can clip this and use it in other episodes to get people into, what's the name?
SV Defense Logistics.
Where's it at?
Espanola, New Mexico.
How do they contact you?
505-310-0341.
Is there an email address?
svdefenselogistics@gmail.com.
And if you contact any of those numbers, you can get information on how to take these classes and other classes similar to that, right?
Yes.
And get certified for your concealed carry.
In New Mexico. You have to be a New Mexico resident.
Yeah, because New Mexico is weird with theirs.
Yeah.
There you go. That wasn't that hard.
But please don't call me from another country.
Or another state.
That's going to be expensive.
I think it's more expensive for them. But, see, it's not that hard. You can make an ad and make it sound natural.
Yeah. See, it's just me explaining the material, though. But
That's what a fucking ad is.
But when I get the camera in front of me, I tense up and I'm like, hey guys.
Reading an ad for Cover Down.
I teach things. Like, that's what I do.
Or reading an ad for Cover Down.
Yeah,
Check them out, by the way. Well,
Yeah.
see, it's not that hard. You got to find not your voice. You got to find your own lane for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just not that hard.
Not bad.
I'm going to make you do a skit next week.
Skit.
No, but okay. So that's fun. Now, do you know who Lisa Lourning is?
No.
She was the original Wednesday Addams from the 1960s Addams.
Yes,
family.
now I do.
She's dead.
Oh, man! Yeah, that sucks. She's dead. Oh, I didn't see that one
She died at 64. Best known for that.
64. God,
That's pretty young.
All right.
Lisa was a very loving mother, grandmother, and friend with a lifetime of amazing stories and experiences. She brought life to one of the most iconic characters in Hollywood history and is still celebrated today. Lisa loved sharing her memories and meeting all her fans across the world. She will be missed dearly. Yeah, because we don't get to meet her. She died of a stroke.
Right. Jesus Christ, a stroke? That's fucking rough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, would you rather die of a stroke or be all
I don't
half-faced?
know. Life seems pretty valuable sometimes. But then,
I mean,
I would just hope to go quick.
you can
and
sit there and
fast.
say the guy who killed Hitler was a great person, but the guy who killed Hitler was Hitler.
You got your D's and don'ts.
Yeah. But some other people died.
Well,
they're not as memorable, or you couldn't name them out right away. Unless you're a hockey fan.
What's your hockey fan?
Yeah.
You know, there's some people in Canada listening to our shit right now going, come on, please say it.
Bobby Hull. He was the Golden Jet. Hockey Hall of Famer for... God damn it.
That's a fucking cool
He was a huge fan when I was growing up in Canada.
That's a fucking cool name. The Golden
Bobby
Jet.
Hull. Oh. Blackhawks.
Huh?
He was the Blackhawks. He helped lead Chicago to the Stanley Cup Championship 1960-1961. The Blackhawks' first in 49 years. He had 31 goals and 25 assists in his fourth season.
Oh, in the season. I thought you meant
Yeah,
one
no, not
game.
total.
I was like, God damn, man. That's a fucking impressive.
Yeah, especially since most people only average 3.
2 or 3 per game. Fucking 31. Like, steroids.
Yeah, the only person that died was Billy Packer. He was a college basketball broadcaster. He died at 82.
God damn.
He was a host for the ACC network. Don't know what that is. North Carolina. Okay.
Probably Jordan era.
Huh?
Jordan era.
If he was 82,
Yeah.
towards the end, yeah, at least. So
Surprised they didn't throw that headline out there. He trained Jordan.
he was an announcer.
Or he announced Jordan. Like,
Everybody did.
I know, right?
Who's a famous announcer when they wore yellow jackets for ABC? Fuck, what's his name? He had a really distinct voice, and I couldn't do the impression, so I'm not going to try.
Was it the dude from the Guinness Books?
What?
Or the Guinness Books? What's his
No,
name?
who are you talking about?
Tom. Fuck, what is his fucking name? I know. He did the announcing for football after like way later. He has a very distinct voice. Like,
It's not Bob Costas. It's close, though.
Bob.
I can't fucking find it. It's this guy, but I don't know his name right now.
Oh, okay.
Actually, that might be Bob Costas. Anyways. Point
Annie
being.
Demetra?
No.
Arthur Ashes?
No. It's a really, like I said, I think it's Bob Costa. And I'm thinking about it was such a distinct voice that people have made fun of it over the years and everything else outside of John Madden.
Alfred Joseph Carlaro?
I already told you no. It's probably Bob Costas. Goddamn.
Dude, I'm going to all the fucking guys. Baldwin Wallace?
Nope. Don't even try going down the list because I don't know who any of these people are.
Craig Steiger.
No. Talk about something else.
There's the dude on YouTube that's punching that punched the...
Child?
No, punched the fucking kangaroo. What's the thing when I was going down the sports announcers on it? The dude that punched the kangaroo. You never seen the guy that punched the kangaroo?
No, I saw a guy that punched a kangaroo.
It just showed
an
his
announcer?
No, it just showed his YouTube video.
Oh.
It's just like a dramatic change.
No. I like those videos. Like that subreddit I found last week where it's just black guys doing announcing voices over anything.
Oh, those are pretty cool.
I like those videos. Those and like
Do you remember who's on the $2 bill?
Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, I already knew that one. That wasn't the hard one.
He was on the 10.
Fuck, I already forgot.
I forgot too.
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Yeah, it was Lincoln, Jefferson, Bill Clinton, Lincoln, Washington, Jefferson, Bill Clinton. Sometimes George
Good
Bush
old Bill.
Jr. No, I actually had a friend bring a $3 bill to school once.
Oh shit! You ever seen a $10,000 bill?
The ones with Trump on them?
No, the legit old school.
Oh, the real
10,000,
ones. Yes,
the one that they had in the Westward Ho in Vegas. Those are fucking sick.
Yeah.
They had $2 million worth of them. That was pretty fucking cool.
They're not worth anything.
Yeah, but they were cool to see.
Yeah.
They were the original dollars.
Did you ever collect coins or dollars or anything?
Nah.
Like, I still have a bunch of Korean won. Like, I just gave to my mom.
Oh shit.
Who either gave to my brother or my dad. And then some Filipino pesos. My dad has all kinds of shit. Like, at least he did growing up. He had money from Turkey, money from Greece.
I had money from the Bahamas, and one of my dad's buddies would go out there like every fucking
Have you ever heard of
3 weeks.
Hawaiian dollars?
Yeah.
They're not real. Don't let people trick you. They're not real.
Don't give me this Hawaiian dollar for your dollar bill. Fuck no.
Hey man, exchange rates, just like on the res. You gotta pay in fry bread.
You better show up with that fry bread or it's on.
It's kind of weird because Pueblo people make oven bread. But it was, oh yeah, fry bread. Yeah, fry bread's good, but like, give me them titty breads, man. You gotta rip it off.
Rip it off.
And dump it in your red chili stew and shit.
The greatest fucking thing ever is the oven bread cut into fucking like a semi-thick slice with commodity cheese melted between it, and then you throw in some green chili, and it just fucks your mind.
That reminds me, we were talking about quesadillas the other day.
Yeah.
So there's a guy on Reddit about 8 years ago, and Reddit has like these things that pop up every now and then are like long-term things that people remember, like when Obama did an AMA, he actually answering people's questions and shit. It's like the most highly upvoted thing ever.
Yeah.
The most highly downvoted thing was from DICE when they did the Star Wars Battlefront game. They said, oh yeah, because they were asking about microtransactions.
Yeah.
And the developer that was asking questions like, oh no, we want to give players a sense of pride and something fucking stupid. Is like, no, fuck you, guy. And then when Woody Harrelson did a question for Regent, I think, it was fucking terrible. But like the lollipop Jolly Rancher thing, which you should look up on your own, was this guy who's complaining about.
Should I do it incognito or live?
I don't know. I don't know what that means. But
incognito is a page that's hidden.
No,
like
I know what it is, but
you said you know.
I don't know what you mean by that, by live. But
like not incognito.
Anyways, I don't care. It's just a story you're gonna read, and it's incredibly disgusting.
Well, I just want a bunch of dicks showing up on my fucking phone.
No, it's just a story. Like I said.
I'm just saying.
Although there was one joke on there that somebody was talking about, like talking dirty to their spouse, and it was like I didn't know what to say, and so he's fucking his wife, and he's like, yeah, talk dirty to me, and he's like, yeah, take that, you retard.
Take that, you retard.
Yeah, I think Mark Norman stole that.
That's
Used it as a hit, but
that's pretty that's pretty funny. Take that, retard. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, too much? Too much?
But one of the famous ones was this grilled cheese thing. This guy went on the grilled cheese subreddit and was like, you guys put chicken, you put fucking vegetables and all this other bullshit. I have eaten nothing but grilled cheese in the last 21 years, more than any of you have in your entire life. This is like 4 paragraphs long of this dude ranting. A grilled cheese isn't a grilled cheese unless it is bread, maybe a sauce like mayonnaise or butter to grill it, and cheese. That's it.
Huh.
That's what makes grilled cheese. Anything else is a melt.
So if you add green chili to it, it's a melt.
Yep.
Huh. Now I know.
Now, quesadillas. The name means cheesy tortilla.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing else.
Yeah.
If you add anything else to a quesadilla, is it technically a quesadilla by that standard?
No.
Right.
That'd be a melt.
I mean, if you call it a chicken quesadilla, maybe, but
would it be?
But would it be pollo? Would it be a quesadilla con pollo?
I don't know.
Would it be?
I got another thing that I thought about. Like, what if you make the quesadilla out of like pepper jack?
Still cheese.
Yeah, but the pepper jack has other ingredients that don't qualify.
That's a good point. It's kind of like what's liverwurst? I think.
Yeah.
It's like it's bologna, but it's got like
a bunch of other
peppers in it or something.
Yeah, like provolone or not provolone, pimentos and shit.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
because we did see one. It was that like some people actually didn't call it a quesadilla. They called it fucking whatever the main ingredient is, quesadilla, without the queso part of it. But
yeah.
So.
Nah, mind fucked.
You kind of fucked me up with the pepper jack. I didn't even think about that because it's a
'cause
cheese, but it's spicy cheese.
Well, what led to is like making a grilled cheese and then putting green chili on it. Like pepper jack has fucking chili in it. So if you maybe it's the way it's ground, like made up.
Maybe because it's not a full cheese until it's like solidified. Because you know how it's that like it's cheese, but it's also milk with biotics in it, probiotics.
Yeah.
You're eating worm shit, basically.
Yeah. It's a worm dietary.
Cheese, it's a mold.
So, like, one thing I thought of too, like, you know how, like, they make, like, pepper jack cheese, provolone, like, different styles of
Provolone
cheese.
is all cheese, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying, what if, like, would it still be the same? Because, like, the grilled cheese, adding green chili to it considers it a melt. Putting pepper jack cheese in there kind of changes the game. Now, what if you just take, like, ghost pepper extract and mix it in with your cheese?
Or even better, what if it's one of those combination butters? Just so you can grill your grilled cheese.
That's also true.
Like, oh, it's garlic butter or
cayenne butter. Whatever.
Do people make cayenne butter?
I fucking know. I'm not a butter expert.
I've taken seasonings, thrown them in butter, mixed it up. They're compound butter. That's what it's called. And made like chicken with it and stuff. So, does that change the game, or are we thinking too much in this?
I don't know. Well, it's pretty logical. We're thinking about, like, pepper jack is considered cheese. It's not considered cheese with chili.
Yeah, like, is it the end product means no, that doesn't count or doesn't matter because it is technically butter.
Because it's like macaroni and cheese. It's like you got tuna mac.
Is that what people call it?
That's what I've heard.
What if you add peas to it, like I do?
Pea mac?
No, tuna, peas, and macaroni.
I don't know. That would
Macaroni,
make it a
tuna,
salad,
and peas.
wouldn't it?
Huh?
That would make it a salad, wouldn't it?
It's a casserole, technically. Although nobody puts it in a if you put it in a casserole disc, you're probably white. But
no offense.
I don't give a shit.
Be offended.
But no, like, okay, so lasagna is technically Italian for the dish lasagna is made in, apparently.
Huh.
I learned that on Taste Buds.
I didn't know that.
So that means every casserole is technically a lasagna. Kind of like how a Pop-Tart is technically a calzone.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Like, is a hot dog a sandwich? Or is it a taco?
Does ketchup a jelly? Or is it a condiment?
Ooh.
Because it's a fruit. It's tomato.
Well, I mean, technically, isn't all that condiment anyway?
Well,
well, it's not a preserve, definitely. But I think it has to have gelatin in it to become a jelly, preserve, or jam.
Or fruit.
No, tomato's already a fruit. That's easy.
Yeah. So
but like the difference between a preserve, a jam, and a jelly is how long it's been boiled and how far it's been broken down.
Huh.
Now, is pizza a cake or a pie?
Right. It's dough.
What's the difference? I'm not going to look it up.
Let us know if you guys find out, because we're not looking this shit up. We're just mind fucked right now.
Yeah. Is a grilled cheese technically a panini, or does a panini have to be pressed? Is a grilled stuffed burrito a panini? What is the difference between a taquito and a flauta? Is it the sauce? Because then a flauta, taquito, and enchiladas, unless the way my mom makes enchiladas, are all the same, more or less. But is a flauta the difference between a taquito and a flauta, the difference between a burrito and a chimichanga?
That's also true.
The world may never know.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
532. I tried it as a kid.
Depending on how big it is.
There should all be the same size.
I've gotten some small ones. I've got some big ones. There's different weight in them.
You got some fucking defects.
I know.
I mean, if it was a kid,
candy.
You're like...
It's Res Candy.
Did you ever hear the urban legend that if you found the Indian shooting the star, you could take it to the company and get free...
Free suckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not true.
It's not true at all.
It's sad. Which really sucks because we lived in Oklahoma where the plant is.
Oh, so you guys are right down the road from it?
Yeah, we never went, but it still wasn't true, which is a bummer.
Do you think we'd go today? Like, we'd fucking...
To Oklahoma?
Oh, yeah, for like a ride. Go take it over there and be like, hey, we found the star.
Do you know what's in Oklahoma?
Nothing.
Really big casinos.
Nice.
You're like really fucking big. Like, when I drove to or from Georgia this last time, like I was driving through, see all the Cherokee casinos, and these things are fucking Vegas big.
Yeah, they're fucking massive.
My mom said, I was telling my mom this on my birthday, and I guess she went to one of them with my niece, and they were just going to the restaurant, and like they freaked out. It's like, oh, their kids can't be in here because they had to walk across the floor like used to have to for Double O.
That's all the fucking casinos.
Like, you can't have a kid in here. It's like, we're going to the restaurant, fuckface.
We used to have a code 66 where I worked, and that's what you call out, code 66.
When kids are in the casino floor?
On the floor, yeah.
Yeah, but what if they're just cutting through?
No, we didn't fucking bother with it. It's like, as long as they were with their parent, it was good. Like, but it depended on the director too. Like, I had a director where no kid on the casino whatsoever. Doesn't even matter if they're fucking walking with a parent or not. Then I had another director who's like, yeah, they're just passing by. Fucking let them go. Not gonna bother them. And then there's.
Good thing you guys have standards, operating procedures.
Yeah. But it was saying if it's accompanied by a parent, our procedure is just let it be.
Let them go. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
What if they're trafficking them? If they're trafficking them and they're going to a casino, they deserve to be caught.
Dude,
well, I mean, they all deserve to be caught.
We used to catch a lot of underage gamblers. Like, it was
oh, yeah,
fucking,
don't get me wrong.
There was one indistinct that made the news, the one that we caught.
Why?
The kid was like 4 years old.
The kid was gambling.
Sitting on mom's lap pushing the button.
I can see why that's enough to be like, hey, you can't be doing this. Stop that.
Yeah, mom was.
But not enough to go on the news.
Mom inserted the fucking money into the machine, and the kid just sat there hitting the max bet button. Fucking didn't win, but cops ended up arresting her and all kinds of shit.
That's a little over the top.
It is.
We had this dude when I worked security.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the name.
When I was doing stuff, this dude had like snuck in, and nobody like really gave a shit. It's like, yeah, kick him out, whatever.
Yeah.
And like the way I'd seen it was like, where the fuck did this dude come from? Somebody said like, well, that guy's banned. He's fine. I don't know what the deal is. I was like, well, how the fuck did this guy get in? I don't remember seeing him coming through the front. Turns out he was jumping the fence by the back door where the cantina is.
Uh-huh.
Somebody would open the door, let him in, and then he'd go gamble. Thing is, he wasn't banned or anything, and he had an ID. There's no reason for him to sneak in whatsoever.
Just go in.
And so we told him the first day, he's like, you're not banned or anything, but like, get the fuck out, asshole. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
And then he did it again. Like, you can come in the front door. Like now we have to ban you.
It's like a mysterious gambler.
like, what are you doing, guy?
Like, I'm going to be so suspect, but I'm not a suspect.
That's the worst part about it, because you have to go all the way around to the back of the casino, like past the hotel shit. No, you actually have to go in through the hotel. Around the back of the hotel, sneak in through where the pool is, and then go in the back door.
Dude, we had this guy one time. Well, actually, it was last year. He went around the back, cut through the slit on one of our awnings to get through, to get to the door to exit, which he could have just walked around. Dude had to pay like $7,800 in damages because that awning apparently was one of a kind.
He broke the awning?
He cut it with his knife. He pulled his knife out, just cut a slit, walked through it, and then went down the hall and walked out the door. It was an employee.
Why?
Because he's an idiot.
Was he drunk?
No. That's the thing, is when law enforcement showed up and they got him and arrested him and all that, he was perfectly sober. They said, why didn't you just walk around the building? They would have just told you to leave. He's like, well, I didn't want to walk that far, so I just cut it.
I wanted to feel cool like a movie.
Yeah, $7,800 later, idiot.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking dude had to appear in court and all kinds of shit. They booked him and...
There's a guy I went to high school with. He's banned for the casino. I guess he didn't do anything crazy. Like, he wasn't drinking or doing drugs or anything, but like, he lost, so he punched the machine.
Oh, we saw that all the time.
Smashed the fucking screen. So he had to pay. It's not even like a big amount. It's like $1,000 or $2,000. He can still pay it now, same amount.
Well, no, these machines that
No. They said he's only banned for that amount.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying
that distinct amount. But like the fact that like even then it's like you can come pay this at any time. Yeah. Even figure out a payment plan. It's not a big deal. Yeah.
We used to work out payment plans on. We would have the new fucking screens that they have. Mm-hmm. You're paid no less than $7,000 for those fuckers because they're like top of the line. It's
top of the line.
That's what they use to market to sell to casinos.
Oh, it's OLED. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I hate people that say OLED instead of OLED.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are LED lights. Oh, they're not LED lights? No.
Yeah.
Of course not, because it sounds stupid, doesn't it?
Dude, we used to have people go in there and spend the whole fucking paychecks. Like payday, we knew when payday was. Mm-hmm. And they would go in there, spend the whole fucking payday, and then just rock that fucking machine that they're playing.
That's what my neighbor does. Like, he lives right around the corner from me. Like, Like I saw that truck. It's like I've seen that truck before here. It's like yeah, he's here from like morning to night, like early morning to late at night. That's his whole day.
Yeah.
Like some retirees, that's their whole life. Is like I got nothing to do, so I'm gonna spend this Social Security check, not winning anything.
Yeah. We had a lady that was a pretty high roller. She owns a gold shop in downtown Santa Fe.
That sounds dumb.
She she fucking she makes a shit ton of money down there because she does like jewelry and shit. But
I'm a jeweler.
But she, when we were at Calmarock, this is before the new casino was built.
Mm-hmm.
She would go in there, and I remember one year we had a shitty year where people just weren't coming in, doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
She supported the casino. I pulled her financials to see how much she spent. She spent just over $750,000.
Holy fuck, dude!
Yeah, she had hit the $25 machines all fucking day. It was nuts.
Would she live in Tasuki or something?
Around there.
Like the white people part of Tasuki?
Yeah.
We went to you ever been to Tasuki Market?
Yeah.
Tasuki Village Market?
Yeah.
We went in there like on our way home Sunday. It's really weird because my dad is a Democrat, but he like things weird him out because he's so old school. Like, oh, that guy's got painted nails. He's got a man bun. And was sitting there with my mom. Was like,
it's none of your
you're
business.
so fucking old.
It's none of your business.
Why do you care? Why is this a thing that you want to point out? Nobody gives a shit about that.
Right.
Well, the last time me and my mom were there, the only thing we were laughing about was this old dude, a really young chick. Like, is that her daughter? Is that his girlfriend? What's going on? It was definitely his girlfriend.
That reminds me of a good story.
Tell us.
So, when I first started dating my wife, we were talking like back and forth about exes and stuff and this and that. Mm-hmm. Well, she told me a story about when she was in high school. She dated this guy who dressed better than her. And so I was like, okay, like interesting.
A guy that dresses better than her?
Yeah, like he had fucking style. So anyways, okay. it's gonna catch on later, okay? Anyway, she dated him for like 8 months or so. Turns out he was gay, okay? And she couldn't figure out why he just wanted to go shopping and all that stuff and didn't want to do other things. He's gay, okay? So anyway, several years later, I want to say probably about 5 years after she told me that story, mm-hmm. her brother, who was also gay, met him. Mm-hmm. And so now they're a couple, they're a thing. Mm-hmm. And so, I have a cousin that's very, gay phobic, I want to say.
Homophobic,
gay-phobic, whatever.
What do you mean, whatever? It's like the most used word nowadays.
Whatever. I don't go to titles.
Like your comment about.
I don't do titles.
That's not a fucking title.
It is. Homophobic is branding.
What are you, duckophobic?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Scared of ducks?
Scared of ducks. Okay. Anyways.
No, I'm papaphobic. So what's that mean? You're scared of my papa? No, I'm scared of the Pope.
Yeah. So, anyways, they stayed over, and my cousin's like, "Well, I don't know if I can sleep by them. I don't know what's gonna go on in the middle of the night." And I'm like, "Dude." I looked at him. I said, "Dude, what do you think I got to fucking deal with? My wife's ex is in this house." And he just looked at me. He's like, "Why did I think of that?" But it was fucking funny because he's so homophobic. It's ridiculous. They're gonna reach out and grab him or something. I over the years I tell him, "Dude, just shut the fuck up. Let it be." And so he's finally lost that homophobia. So he's.
I mean, to a degree, I'm sure.
Oh no, now he's good. He fucking.
Is he an ally?
He has gay friends and all that good stuff.
Oh, he is an ally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of that's kind of fucked up to say the way it sounds, because it's I could say the N-word because I have a black friend. No, that doesn't work like that. But just the way he was so anti-fucking. It was bad.
You mean he was a 13-year-old?
No, he was a grown dude.
That's not what I mean.
But 13-year-old mindset, yeah. But it was just funny because my wife fucking spit milk out her nose because I was like, "Well, how do you think I feel? I got fucking my wife's ex on the couch." And it was just pretty funny. Just had to say that. Throw that story.
I don't know. At least when he said, "How do you?" At least he didn't say after you said, "How do you think I feel?" My wife's ex is in there too. At least he didn't sit there and go, "Well, I didn't fuck her."
Yeah. That would have been even more. I'd be like, "Fuck, man, that's fucked up.
What is wrong with you?"
Yeah, you shut up on the couch over there.
You can sleep in the doghouse.
Yeah, and now you can get the fuck out. Well, no, but they're really cool. They're fucking good dudes. It was just funny like that to throw that out there.
You know, liking to shop has nothing to do with being gay, right?
Well, no, it was the style and the fact that he danced better than her. She did all these things.
I have seen the exact opposite with gay men.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
like my brother.
Yeah, I've seen it too. But they like, it's funny because like my brother-in-law, he thought I was like homophobic too, which I don't give a fuck what you do with your life. Like it's up to you. So they tried to test me out in Kansas when we went on a trip.
That sounds very Brokebacky.
No, they tried to test me out to see how I'd react. They took me to a gay bar, and it's like, and it's funny.
Go, yeah, I get to feel cute now, bitches.
No, the funny thing is I was fucking I was cut, all that good stuff. I was like, I would hope I would say I was good looking. I want to say that.
What do you mean you were cut?
Like I had no belly, nothing.
You were skinny.
I was skinny.
I was skinny and cute.
And it was funny because my wife, we get to the bar, and homeboy at the end, he fucking hit the gym every day. And when a dude does that, I fucking give him credit. Like I'm not, I can give a guy a compliment and say, God damn, that's a fucking body. Like that's ridiculous.
You're a beautiful man.
You're a very beautiful man. Yeah.
I'd consider you eating my butt a little bit, but I'm not a pitcher.
It was funny though because my wife was staring at him like throughout the night. She's like, holy fuck, like. And I caught her looking, and she goes, I wasn't looking at him. I said, you know what's funny?
What are you doing? You like dick?
No, it was funny because I said, no, look all you want. And she's like, why, you're not upset? I said, no, because I have a better chance with him than you do. And she's like,
I don't know. He could be bi.
She looked at me, and she's like, that's pretty fucked up. That's true. And so, and it was funny because I went, you ever got to a gay bar and ordered 4 fuck me sillies?
No.
It's very awkward.
Every time I try to go to a gay bar with my buddy Norton, he always like pussed out. He's like, "No, let's go feel fucking cute, dude."
It's very awkward when the bartender looks you in the eyes and says, "Anytime." I was like,
that's just kind of annoying.
I was like, I hope he's referring to the drinks. And then as I was ordering those, a gay dude grabbed my butt, and my wife saw it, and she's like, "Did he grab you?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Apparently, assault is a common thing over here." Like,
well,
it was full on grab.
I wouldn't say that it's
it was almost
in that situation.
It was almost to a point of battery.
It's like cruising.
Yeah.
Do you know what cruising is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
You guys can look it up. We're not going to explain it, but it's not so much as assault as like that's the practice. But
yeah,
like after the show on Saturday, we went to Boxcar. Me, Ricardo, and Corey and Ricardo's son and everything else. But where they were seated, me and Corey had a stand. So I got my butt touched a lot.
Huh.
Not in a good way. It was just people bumping into me. So I got really aggravated.
Not in a good way. It wasn't intentional.
It's just like bump,
it was an act.
Bump. It's like, motherfuckers, I'm standing right here. You don't have to hit me every fucking time.
That's too funny. But yeah, afterwards, like after we went home and all that, my brother-in-law and his partner was like, you handled that very well. I was like, why the fuck do you guys, like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, just because I love guns in fucking America, like, I'm a fucking...
Oh, you guys don't like gay weed guns?
Dude. Yeah. Like, I'll teach anybody. Like, it's just fucking...
And they can teach me afterwards.
I don't know, I got boundaries, man.
It's okay.
But, I mean...
Gay for the stay.
But, like I said, I don't give a fuck what you do on your personal time. Like, I'm not...
But are you an ally?
What do you mean?
Somebody who supports, like, human rights, marriage, and everything.
Dude, I did 2 civil rights for
that doesn't mean shit.
2.5 years. I defended...
Oh, yeah, there's people that claim to be politicians and all about the people, and they're very clearly not.
Dude, look at my track record. I don't want
to look at your track record.
I have fucking cases that made national news.
I don't care.
Like, I cared about my job, and I cared about the people. Yes.
Okay, then. That's all you have to say. Fucking homophobe.
What the fuck? That's fucked up, man. Oh, man, that's fucking funny.
No, I mean, like, my little brother's gay. I don't know how to put that. Older brother's gay. Oldest brother, other brother. So, yeah, gay for the stake. Prison, whatever. But it's not a big deal. I don't know why anybody gives enough of shit about it.
Right?
It's like interracial marriage. It's all good. Who gives a fuck?
Seriously.
Like, oh, no, they won't have any kids. Adoption. Oh, no, they'll molest them. That's usually straight people that do that. And it's usually family.
Right.
But, I don't know. I don't know enough to say anything about any topic because I don't.
Same.
I just know don't be a fucking asshole. It's not hard. Don't be an asshole.
Treat people with respect. That's it. That's what.
No, I didn't say that. There are some people that
Like-
do not deserve respect by any
Well,
means.
yeah, but those people. That's because they haven't treated you with respect. So it's like,
no,
fuck
no,
that.
not even that.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Just people say outlandish shit, just hateful, nasty shit for no reason.
Well, yeah, that's disrespectful. Like, it's
Not
no
not
respect.
to me because you don't. It's not intended as disrespect. It
Yeah.
is disrespectful. Don't get me wrong, but people will say outlandish shit thinking, "Oh, you're cool, aren't you?" It's like, no, not like that, dude. That's you're fucked.
Yeah, I've had people come up to me and they're like, "Well, I'm supporting this. I'm supporting that." I'm like, "Good fucking for you." Like, what
Cool,
the fuck
you're
do
a
you want
piece of
from me?
shit.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah, like, what the fuck do you want from me? I could care less. Like,
Yeah.
if you're
I
a
don't know.
politician, you come up for my vote and say, "No, don't do this and this and that," and like, go fuck yourself. I fucking care less.
I don't care. I
Yeah.
do not care whatever you're trying to say.
Exactly.
Just in
Now,
fact,
if you're a Girl
if you-
Scout selling cookies, I'm fucking in.
fuck them little cunts.
Fuck that, dude. I buy a fucking
You know
Girl
you can
Scout
just buy their
like,
cookies
fuck.
at the fucking commissary.
Yeah,
Yeah, cut out the middleman. Fuck them little cunts.
that's fucked up. But I fucking love Girl Scout cookies. I'll tell you that. It's
Better.
almost the season.
I like the Savannah Smiles.
Ah, Samoa's, dude. Samoa's got me.
You can get those at like Elmer.
It's not the same.
Keebler Elf makes the same thing. No, I'm thinking of Tagalogs, whatever they're
Yeah.
called.
I know what
It's-
you're talking about, but
Since
I don't know.
it doesn't really matter. But
Next week we're gonna talk about fucking snack food types,
yeah, okay.
what they're called and how they're fucking eaten.
Rectally.
Rectally, they're always eating rectally.
You
Like-
ever see those like take rectal use only stickers? I fucking want to find a sticker,
Yeah.
like a stream of those so bad.
I'm telling you, dude.
Go to the liquor store.
Jesus,
That.
I'm telling you, Jesus is my lifeguard.
Make it.
Fucking amazing. I know. I have a lady that's gonna be doing some sweaters and shit for me, so I might make a couple.
And then we can put it on a website, and then you guys can buy them.
When the fuck are we gonna make our website? We need to
Whenever
make a
you start
website.
making shit,
I'll make shit anytime.
then do it, and then
I
we
will literally not pay my rent again.
probably should pay rent.
Yeah, I paid it. I paid $1,000 last week.
No, I gotta.
It chopped it down a little bit.
All right, what's the time at?
We're at a minute one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's enough for this week, I think.
And just to reiterate, all you fucking horrible bosses could go fuck yourself. If
I mean,
you're
most bosses.
if you're
are.
listening to this. No, there's leadership and there's management. You want to be a fucking manager, go fuck yourself. You want to be in leadership and show your crew how to do things right and how to fucking respect one another.
What if your job is just to be a manager, and you're just like, I'm just making sure people are doing the right thing?
That's not the way it works.
But that's the
Pick
job
one.
title. You don't have to train anybody. We're gonna bring trainers in. I'm just here to make sure you guys do your right thing. I don't have to micromanage. I just tell you, like, look, I need this done by the end of the day, and then they leave you alone for the rest of the day. That's the kind of boss I like. A boss you never see.
The boss I have is, I need you to do this by
Stats.
the end of the day and fucking do this. I do it, and then she tells me, fuck you. So
Well, that's not a manager, then, is it?
that is a
That
manager.
is micromanager.
That's a
And a cunt.
fucking asshole.
Bit of
Like I
cunt.
said, all the fucking angry, where all the fucking bosses out there that are assholes, fuck yourself.
Yeah, okay. You guys have a good week.
Have a good one, guys.
One last thing before we go. Every week, we have a subreddit, Instagram, a Twitter, and an email address for any kind of voice recordings. If you guys have any questions, if you have any hate mail, if you want to say something nice, any of those things. Our subreddit is nothingpacific on reddit.com. Our Twitter is at a non-specific pod at Twitter, and Nothing Pacific on Instagram. Our email address is nothingpacificnonspecific@gmail.com. Write us something, tell us something, if you have a suggestion, anything. That's it.
Think outside the box.